Hey y'all, what's going on, man? 187 the new breed, back at it. I want to speak on this. I really want to speak about this shooting, this church shooting. This white guy went to this black church, and it just tells me that really it's some it's some crazy people out here because to just come into a church and just shoot up people just randomly. It just doesn't make any sense. And then this is amazing. This is what really amazes me. Why is it when a white person kills black people, they always think it's something like it's something clinically wrong, like, oh, they just wasn't brought up right, or it was the medication. They always make an excuse. But if it's a black person that did the same thing, they ain't gonna use no excuse. They like, oh well, we gonna give him life, or we gonna get him to the death penalty. It's that. But it's always something within. Um, I just don't understand it. I just do not totally understand it. But that's how it is. We we come to a point. We come to a point where we allow that, and then with a whole bunch of these things that's killing black people. And I keep saying this over and over. Black people are targets in America. Black people are really targets. It's a lot of white people out here that really just don't like black people, or they just don't like themselves. So the upbringing, it has a little bit to do with it, but we still know what's right and what's wrong. I don't care what nobody says. We know what's right and we know what's wrong. I don't care how many excuses you give a person or whatever. Still, right is right and wrong is wrong. And this white dude, I wouldn't be either way if he gets convicted or if he don't get convicted. If he don't get convicted, I'm really not. I'm either way. I'm not gonna be surprised after what happened to um previously with Trayvon Martin and Eric Gardner and Bell in New York, and all this stuff that's been going on, and all these people that's been getting away with it. It doesn't still, and Zimmerman is still doing dumb shit. So they always have this thing where they can, like, white people can get away with anything. It just, well, I say mostly everything. When black people do the same thing, and I'm not saying killing anybody or doing stuff is a good thing. It's never a good thing when you kill somebody or do harm to somebody. But when you get away with something like that, then they keep doing ignorant stuff over and over and over and over and over. It doesn't make any sense, and people want to sit there and be like, "Oh yeah, well we have to, there's something seriously wrong with this person. We need to get the details. It's no other details. If the person did it, they did it. If they have mental issues, something should have been done." And I think I think they said something about the father gave him a gun or something like that, and they thinking about charging the father too. Which, you can give a person a gun. I mean, you can do that, but seriously, he ain't the father is not the person that pulled the trigger and killed those people. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make any sense, man. And it's something like this is gonna happen every month or every couple of months. It always happens. It's a man, and it's just like the video I did on who's the next blacks to get targeted. And I think I mentioned it's gonna be um it was gonna be some places where we never think, or like a small city or something like that, and things happen, or a small state that you never think a lot of stuff would happen. And South Carolina, nobody thinks that kind of stuff with South Carolina, but all this stuff that's going on, It makes no sense, man. It makes no sense. And black people, we have to stop letting stuff go, man, like it's nothing. We got to start taking action. Protesting and all this other stuff is not, I mean, it's a start, but what is it really helping? It's not helping anything. It's not helping nothing. So it's like, okay, well, you know, we can protest as much as we can, but what is it really helping? I don't know. What is it really helping? It's a good start, but as much protesting as you do, and you can't rely on Sharpton, Farrakhan, and all these other people. You can't rely on them. We have to make a difference. We have to do what we have to do. We can't just rely on all these people that's like, oh yeah, you know, they should take care of it. They should do something. We as people, we got to make sure we do what it takes. We make a stand. You know what I'm saying? We got to do what we got to do. So I'm not going to be surprised either way of the outcome of this, but what I will say is they should give this guy the death penalty. For you to kill that many people, and then for you to kill one person and then to keep doing it over and over and killing all these people, you need to have something done to you. If this guy gets away with it, man, whoo. If he gets away with it, dude, I'm telling you, it should be a war, man. It should be a war. I'm telling you. But that's just my thoughts. I think they should get a book to this guy. I really do. Something seriously has to be wrong, and you have to be punished with everything that you do. And this guy really needs to be punished. Somebody need to whoop him. I know it's some people that really want to whoop his ass and do something to him. And people like, well, his parents should have did something. Well, there's only so much your parents can do. If you're not taught a certain way, you're going to react a different way. That's with anything, but that's just how I feel. I want to get you guys' thoughts on this. Holla at me on YouTube or Facebook. Y'all know how to reach me. So until then, I'm gonna holla at y'all in a minute, man. Peace out.